Hi guys, today we're going to talk about what it means to buy company stock. So first of all, let us make sure we understand the difference between them, between stocks and bonds. So let's write stocks or shares. And this part we write bonds. So if you buy stocks, then you become a part owner of a company, so you possess a part of it. So let's write part owner. Whereas if you buy bonds, then you become a part lender to the company, so you give something to it. Part lender. Let's make it easier to understand. So let me draw a simple balance sheet of a company X. In this part of a financial statement we find assets. They are things that have got value and can generate some future benefits in the future, like cars, houses, buildings, and so on. So let's say that assets are $100 million. In this part of the financial statement, we find debts, or is a synonym for liabilities, and are things that the company X have to pay to someone. And let's say that maybe the company X is also borrowing by bonds. So here we find bonds. And let's say that debts are something like $80 million. In this last part of the financial statement, we find owner's equity. They are things that are left from the owners, like shares. And we can find this value making the difference between assets and liabilities. So let me cancel. Thank you. We can find this value making the difference between assets and debts. So we can say that the equity are the result of assets minus debts, or liabilities is the same. Mm-hmm. So in this case they are $20 million. Now Alessia is going to tell you, is going to make an example of a real company.
And now guys, let's take the handouts so we can analyze the financial statement of a real company. We see that we can apply the chart we drew before to the real life. This is a financial statement of a general company, and we can see there are a lot of voices like current assets, cash, indentures, net. Do you know what indentures are?
What?
Inventories.
Is it?
Matching magazzino.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, speak up because everybody needs to understand. Sorry, girl.
If we want to have a general view of a financial statement, we must take this number and put it in a general chart. Let's draw it.
Do you prefer that, the red one?
They are about $30 million.
Mm-hmm.
We can see there are also a lot of voices for liabilities and equity, like current liabilities, long-term debts, and stockholders' equity. we want to have more voices in our financial statement, we must take this number and put it there. They are about $80 million.
Yeah.
If we want to find the price of the liabilities, our says before, we must make the difference between the total of the assets and the total of the equity.
Yeah.
So in this case, they are about $22 million.
Yeah.
There's another thing we can do. If we want to know the price of every share, we must divide the total of the equity, that is, in this case is about $80 million, for the number of the shares in the company. They are about 2,078,000. We find that the cost of every share is about $3. Let's get the second handout.
Everybody got the second handout?
We see that the last trade is about $2.58. The last trade is the business of selling and buying shares. We see that this price is lower than the price we have just found. That is $8 million per share. And this means that the public market has a bad idea of our company, and so would not risk. And finally, we can see that the public market sells to the companies the shares to a lower price, and it's also bad for the company selling the shares to a higher price compared to the one of the public market gave to us. That's all.
Okay.